Hello, 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 everyone. I am so excited to come before you today to talk about publishing, growing, and then dominating. That's right. I'm going to teach you tonight how to publish your book, grow your audience, and dominate. All right. So, if this is something that you're interested in, I need you to make sure that you grab your pen and paper. Make sure you tag and share with your business besties and let's dive in. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Renetta Gunn Stevens, CEO of Sophisticated Press. I like to say that CEO stands for Chief Encouraging Officer because that's what I have the honor of doing, encouraging you to publish your book, to tell your story, to put some respect on your brand, right? And so, in order to do that, you have to know how to effectively present information. When you publish a book, that is what you're doing. You're presenting information. And tonight, I'm going to teach you how to publish, grow, and dominate in the marketplace. So feel free to ask me questions. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from, what state you're tuning in from. And then if I don't see the questions for any reason, then I will respond directly to your questions after this live. All right. So we're going to jump right into it. Again, our title is Publish, Grow, and Dominate because I am seeing that a lot of you are publishing a book, and kudos to you for publishing your book. But now it's time to grow your audience and it's time to dominate in the marketplace with your book. Because most people, when they publish a book, after they do that, they don't know what to do afterwards. Like, okay, I published a book, but now I need to sell copies. Now I need to market the book, and I'm kind of stuck. So tonight we're going to help you to become unstuck. Okay. So the first thing that I want you to understand is that publishing a book is not just about selling copies. I know sometimes when you become an author, you just want to sell a lot of copies of your book, but your book is actually a tool that you're going to leverage in the marketplace to grow and to dominate. And so when you come into the publishing industry, you want to make sure that you really understand that just forget about selling copies of your book if that's being your only objective of becoming an author. You want your book to be a high value lead magnet. All right. And you want that magnet to funnel ideal viewers into some type of ecosystem. So when you're publishing your book, you should already be also publishing and creating a community to send those readers. Because after they experience your genius, they're going to want more of you. And where are you sending them after they read your book? After they read your book, do you have a community for them? Do you have a course for them? Do you see what I'm saying? Like they're gonna want more of you. And if you don't have those entities and those platforms and courses already created, you're gonna miss the opportunity that you get once you gain a new follower, once you get that sale, right? They're gonna want you to give them more of you because truly you all, that's what a book is. A book really is just you cloning yourself and making sure that your audience can take you home with them, right? At a price point that's accessible to everyone. That's really what your book is, and so instead of you having to repeat yourself, you can just record yourself in your book, and that way anytime they need a refresher of the expertise that you are providing, they will get that from your book. All right. So, with your book is going to be a lead to a powerhouse generation. That is what your book is going to be. It's going to be a lead magnet for high value clients, and it's going to funnel them into your ecosystem, right? Now, your book is going to attract the right crowd for you because readers who buy your book is already being pre-qualified. They're being pre-qualified for your niche market. Like, yes, this is the type of person that's interested in the information that I'm providing. So, yes, let's get them into our email funnel. Also, when someone purchases your book, you're creating a data gold mine, right? And that's one of the things you want to have is you want to have access to the people that have purchased your book. So, if nothing else, you can say thank you. If nothing else, so you can say thank you, right? So you're going to use your book sales to track your most engaged readers, and then you're going to retarget your readers. After you have brought them in and they have purchased your book, they have already pre-qualified themselves to know that they're interested in the information that you are providing. And then you're going to monetize your information by offering live workshops, private Q&As, and VIP days, right? And you all, we're just on the point one of how your book is going to be a lead generator, right? So you all, when you're just thinking about book sales, you're thinking small. We don't want you to think small. We want you to think big, right? And so I need you to understand that your book is going to be a high value lead magnet that's going to funnel ideal viewers and readers into your ecosystem. So while you are creating your book, or if you already have a book, then you want to make sure that you also have created somewhere for them to go. And if you have not created your book, you want to go to sophisticatedpress.com and you want to schedule an appointment to speak to our staff so that we can help you to begin the publishing process. And that way you can begin to position yourself as the subject matter expert that you are. Okay. Now, so that was the first point. The second point is after you have created your book, you're going to repurpose the content. You're going to repurpose the content. You're going to turn one chapter into 10 live streams. This is zero extra work, you guys. This is zero extra work. This is work that's going to simply be extracted from your chapters. And you're going to go through those chapters. You're going to pull out the tweetables. You're going to go through those chapters. You're going to pull out the quotes that can be tweetables, that can be, on TikTok. You're going to pull out those nuggets out of every chapter, and you're going to repurpose that information into live streams. Okay? You're going to make some teasers about the book, and you're going to do deep dive conversations about the information that you have in your book. All right? I'm giving you the sauce tonight. I'm giving you the sauce tonight because I want to make sure that you are successful in your author journey. You're getting the sauce tonight, okay? So you're going to repurpose the content and you're going to turn each chapter into 10 live streams, okay? And you're going to pull out those quotes, you're going to pull out those wisdom nuggets, and you're going to create social media content from that book. This is what's going to help you be seen in the marketplace as the subject matter expert that you are. But if you truly are the subject matter expert, you have to conduct yourself accordingly. You have to conduct yourself accordingly, right? So that's the second point, that you're going to repurpose content relentlessly. All right. Now, the third point is this is all about making sure that you are looked at as the authority figure in your field of expertise, right? And aren't you tired of knowing the most but getting the least credit? Aren't you tired of knowing that you can do the job better and everyone have you do the job better just for them to get the credit and for them to get the promotion and for them to get the spotlight? I would be tired of that. So I'm showing you tonight how to utilize your intelligence, how to utilize your expertise so that you can be positioned as the authority figure. And why would you want to be positioned as the authority figure, you may ask? I'm glad you asked. because the authority figure get paid the most. The authority figure works the less. A wise man once said that poor people work with their hands and wealthy people work with their minds. So you have to begin to ask yourself, do you want to work with your hands or do you want to work with your mind? Because the person who work with their minds, they work less but get paid more. And that is what we are trying to get you to see and accomplish tonight, is that you are an expert, but you need to raise your voice in the marketplace so that you can be findable, you can be reachable, and you can be hireable for the type of jobs, proposals, and contracts that you want in the marketplace. And in order to do that, to get that authority, to get those sponsorships, to get those endorsements, you're going to publish a book. If you need help, you're going to contact sophisticatedpress.com, and me and my staff, we're going to help you. We're going to help you to present yourself as the thought leader that you are. Now listen, a published book is going to unlock premium opportunities for you that the average person will not see. So if you want to go from average to being rare, keep listening. If you want to go from average to being phenomenal, book a consultation. And if you want to go from being average to sought out of, contact Sophisticated Press and let's begin your publishing journey. Why? Because a published book unlocks premium opportunities. Notice and heavy on the word premium, because every day we are faced with opportunities. But premium opportunities is a total different ballgame. Premium opportunities are those opportunities that's just one phone call get you the contract. Just one phone call get you the proposal. Just one phone call and endorsement get you the grant. Just one letter of recommendation get you the fellow. You see what I'm saying? Those are those premium opportunities. Why? Because winners want to hang with winners. And you are a winner. It's just the people don't know yet because you don't have the right tools that will amplify your genius, that will amplify your expertise. And the book is one of the easiest ways to do that. When you publish your book, you're going to have that authority. Brands pay more to align with authors who align with their morals, their culture, right? They pay more. You're going to make sure that you're not afraid of going live and speaking to your audience. You're going to change the way you use social media. No longer will you just be scrolling and flipping your hand like this. No, you're going to be typing and you're going to be contributing versus just consuming. We're talking about switching it. You're going from being a consumer to a contributor to the conversations. And how are you going to do that? You're going to do that by publishing a book that speaks about your business. Because here at Sophisticated Press, we believe that every business should have a book, and every book is a business. And many of you say, and I'm actually just reading some stuff that's on my board. Many of you say it's not the perfect time. But guess what? You got to make the time perfect. Because this is the only time that we have is right now. There's never going to be a perfect time. So guess what? You have to make the time perfect. And after you have the faith, you now have to add focus. And that focus is going to get you to where you are desiring to be in your career, in your journey. So I just want to just encourage you tonight to really think about publishing a book so that you can grow and so that you can dominate. Because your book is going to do three things for you. It's going to be a lead generation for you to get you some high value lead contacts. It's going to help you to repurpose your content relentlessly in the marketplace so that you have that repetition. So you have that repetition. It used to be that they had to see you 7 times to remember you. Now they have to see you 11 times to remember you. 11. So you can't just tell a story or share your page and think that's it because you did it one time. No, you got to do it 10 more times for them to remember it. Okay? And then it's going to add that authority to your brand, to the data, to the information. And notice in the word authority what the root word is. Author. That was by design. That was by design, right? So I just need you all to know that if you need assistance with getting on the journey of publishing, growing, dominating, then you want to definitely connect with Sophisticated Press. I feel like I'm getting questions, but you all, they're not coming up. Let me see if I can see any questions because I am seeing some notifications. So let me see if I can get my iPad and see if I have some questions. Kiara, let me call my assistant and tell her to bring me my iPad. And that way I can see if I have any questions. Oh, I can bring it up right here, actually. Let's take a look. Duh. Okay, great. Let me bring up YouTube. See if we have any questions on YouTube. Because I just want to make sure that we are available for you. I want to make sure we are available for you. Okay, wonderful. So we have a question here. And the question is, what if you are afraid to go live on social media? I don't want you to be afraid to go live on social media because the people that you're talking to is going to be the people that is going to support you. So if you're afraid of the people that's going to support you and you don't speak to them, how can a relationship be built? A professional relationship, right? So you want to make sure that you're not afraid to go live. And I know that the public speaking is one of the biggest phobias that the general public have, but you just have to just do it afraid. You just have to do it afraid, you all. Because if you are afraid to talk to the people and show the people how smart you are, think of it like this. This is what I did. When I first started and I used to be afraid of going live, what I did was I said, let me take myself out the equation and let me just think about the people I'm going to help with this information. Thanks for showing me the love. Like when I thought about that and I took myself out the equation and I just began to think about if I'm afraid and don't go live and talk to the people, somebody is going to miss out on this resolution that I have to offer. Somebody's going to miss out, right? So guess what I did? When I'm afraid, that's an indicator that I'm actually doing something that's outside of my um comfort zone. So that's an indicator that I'm doing something that's going to stretch me. So I started a Kick channel, right? And guess what? I'm streaming live on all I'm streaming live on multiple streams right now. In fact, I just got a Kick comment. Wade Oosh said, hey to the chat, right? I'm looking at Kai Cenat and all of them on streaming. Guess what? I started me a streaming channel. We can't you can't have the answer and want to hide the answer because of fear. If you have the answer, whether that answer is entertainment, whether that answer is education, hey, Josh Willie Forham on TikTok, yes, Uncle Josh, your favorite Uncle Josh. Like, if you have what the people need, whether that's laughter, joy, education, once you really take yourself out of the equation, you won't be afraid because you know you have something that the people need and that they're tuning into you to receive. That removes the fear because now it's not about you. And I truly believe this from the bottom of my heart. That is why a lot of business owners are not making a lot of money because they're just being selfish and thinking about themselves. And the moment you take yourself out the equation and you think about the people that you're going to help, game over. Now you're in high demand. Why? Because the people feel like you got something for them and you're not pushing you out on them. You're pushing, hey, I'm here to help. What do you need? So I'm here to help. I'm here to help anyone who needs to publish a book. I'm here to help you get your mindset right so you can win. And no matter how many times we got to start over, guess what? I'm going to be right there for you to say you can do it because you can. You can do it. Uncle Josh, he has written books. He is so creative. He has recreated the book of Esther, right? Like, you don't have to be a carbon copy of anyone. Just be yourself and go live and talk to the people, create a product, sell something, make some money. Because the money is going to help you to be able to help others. The money is going to help you have options. The money is going to help you to be able to be there for your parents as they get older and not have to be at work. The money is going to help you to build confidence, to be able to speak up. Don't no one listen to broke people. They want to hear people that has displayed knowledge, has displayed expertise, has displayed competence, right? And so I just really wanted to just come live tonight, have the candid conversations. If there's any questions that you have, like really about anything, I just want to be available and be that publisher in your life that can help you answer those questions about what it takes to publish, to grow, and to dominate. Because all of your favorite rappers, all of your favorite actors, all of your favorite leaders, they have a book. So obviously, they understand that having a book is a game changer. You just have to find out, how do you leverage your book in the marketplace? How do you create 100 pieces of content from one book and create 21 streams of income from one book? And I'm ready to teach you that. So, if nothing else, book the consultation at sophisticatedpress.com so that my staff can get you into our email funnel. And that way, when we have offerings and updates and events, you will be invited. And then we'll go from there. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Um, I just want to encourage you to do not be afraid to be great. I want to encourage you to follow the leader. Leaders have books, and not just one. I know people who have published 21 books. In fact, I'm going to publish 100 books. I'm going to publish 100 books. 100. That's my goal, to publish 100 books so that I will be in this land forever. I'm going to publish 100 books. All right. Do me a favor, you all. I haven't even plugged this, but I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to do it tonight. Just an insider. I published a book and I didn't tell nobody. And guess what the book is, you all? The book is called, what is the book called? It's called, let me look, because I published it, but just because I'm doing my 100 book, but I'm helping people. So I'm not even marketing it because it's like a personal goal for me and I'm busy helping people. But it is, let me see here. Let me look it up. Let me get it right. It is called Intimacy Tracker. How many times it's called the Intimate Tracker, and it's called How Many Times Have We Made Love This Year? And what this book does is for married people. Now, if you're not married and you're doing grown folks, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But the book that I did is for married people, right? But it's just to help married people track how many times they've had intimate moments. And those intimate moments can be physical or emotional. But it's just to help relationships become stronger. So if you go to Amazon.com and you look up the book titled Intimacy Tracker, How Many Times Have We Made Love This Year? You will see that tracker, and it is a tracker for married couples to just track how many times they have had intimacy. And again, intimacy can be physical or emotional. If they kiss you on the forehead, that's intimate. If they say, I'm proud of you, I love you, that can be intimate, right? So again, this is just something for you to kind of just track how many intimate moments you had with your loved one, your spouse. That's who I wrote the book for, married couples. And then after that, you can create goals for next month. So let's say you only had 5 intimate interactions in a month. And let's say you want to have 10 next month. You can create goals for the next month. But again, like those, I'm not going to promote everything I do. Some things I'm just going to have it out there and let it organically be supported. But because I'm on tonight, I thought about sharing that. I haven't shared that with anyone. I published it last month and I didn't tell anyone. But tonight I did release that to you all. So feel free to support that book and feel free to, again, just you'll see with that book, it really is a calendar that you just fill in. When we say publish your book, it doesn't have to be this 400-page book, this 300-page book. Like you can do coloring books, you can do journals, you can do workbooks, you can do expert books. When we say books, we mean just publish a book. Just get a product to serve with and to sell in the marketplace. And then Sophisticated Press is going to teach you how to use it as a high value lead magnet. Okay? The publishing industry is a $20 billion industry, and it is open for you to become a stakeholder and get some market share in there. All right? Well, if there are no questions for tonight, I am going to bring this live to an end, but I just wanted to come live tonight first because my makeup is popping. Yeah, yeah. Let's say that, right? Let's not overlook that. You know, I like having fun too, y'all. Y'all know. Um, and because also I wanted to just share some wisdom with you and some, information and just let you see that don't be afraid of the people that's going to support you. Thank you. Josh said, love the new hairdo. Thank you. Yeah, Josh used to be my fellow brother, and then he cut his locks off. And so I wanted to cut my locks, but I couldn't cut them all off. So I took like maybe 7 inches of my locks off. They was way down here. And I cut them into a bob, and now I like it. It's grown. It's grown because I'm grown, right? That's another thing. I promise y'all I'm finna go, but let me tell you something. Stop letting people keep y'all into this little child state. That's one thing that I can't stand when we get older and we still got to act like we 5 and 7 around people. No, we grown. Be grown. Be grown. Don't let no one son you, daughter you, and just keep you like at a level where you don't feel like you have a voice and you can't be the adult that you are. Because I'm talking to so many people, and I even did a live today about that, how we have to send that little boy and that little girl to sleep because many of you are still being bullied and tormented by your 5 and 7-year-old self. And so you will find yourself still hearing those bad words that people said to you when you were younger. Sit down, be quiet. Why you laughing so loud? You dumb, you stupid. You will remember those words, and as you become grown, you will still be stuck in that 5 and 8-year-old mindset because you'll hear them saying, be quiet, you talk too much. And now it's time for you to speak up and you not talking because you still is that little kid. Send that little kid to bed. And I need the adult to stand up. I need the adult to step forth. And I need you to be the great person that you are. And I need you to forgive that person who said those bad things to you, who did those bad things to you. I need you to forgive them. I need you to let it go. And I need you to grow. I need you to publish. And I need you to dominate. And we're going to end it right there. I love you all with the love of Jesus Christ. I'm so proud of you. And I know you can do it. Until we meet again, have a wonderful rest of your night.